I told you diaphragm has a role to play in respiration, the breathing part of respiration, and that is what we are going to study now. You know, the diaphragm is convex and of course, lungs are inside the rib cage. Now, what happens is that as we are breathing, the rib cage moves up and the diaphragm moves down. It so to say becomes flat. Now, what is the result? When the ribs move up and the diaphragm moves down, this leads to increased volume of lungs. As there will be increase in the volume of lungs, the pressure will decrease. As a result, air will rush into lungs. Once the air comes into the lungs, oxygen also comes. Oxygen is taken in by blood and carbon dioxide is released. Now what happens? The diaphragm comes back to its original position, the rib cage also lowers down and the reverse will happen. The volume will decrease, air pressure on lungs will increase and the air will be exhaled out. So, you can basically say that the mechanism of breathing is dependent upon the movement of rib cage and diaphragm, which changes the volume and resultant pressure, and thus the exhaling and the inhaling of air takes place. One exhale and one inhale makes a breath. The exhaled air has more carbon dioxide than the inhaled air, and the inhaled air has more oxygen than the exhaled air. So, this is about how the breathing actually takes place. Do you swim? Have you ever seen if a person drowns in water, how artificial breathing is done? The rib cage is made to move so that air can move in. That is also just to focus on the point that it is the movement of rib cage and the diaphragm that helps in breathing.